Bonjour! Welcome back to Crafters TV. I hope you're having a super Saturday. I hope you are doing well. I hope you're enjoying the very, very long weekend. If you are here in the UK, it's warm out. We've got 4 days off. I mean, it just really doesn't get much better. So much time to escape into your craft room and do some crafting, I should say. And who better to do that crafting with than the lady herself, Miss America, Debbie Fisher's here. How are you?
Miss America?
How are you?
I'm good, yeah. Miss England, Joe.
Miss
England.
World.
Miss World. There you go, Miss World. Do they still do that?
Miss World, Miss Universe,
Do they still have
Miss
them
Galaxy.
competitions?
Yeah.
Oh, you could be Mr. Universe, yeah.
Could be.
You could be, yeah. Strong.
Yes, I just had a lot of sweets before we came on.
You've had a lot of sugar, of sugar.
Lots of
They were
Haribo.
tangly ones, tangy.
Forget how delicious they are, don't you? I mean, it'll be the death of us, that vending machine. It really, really will. We are in the Craft House, of course, for an amazing mixed media special. So many awesome items for you in this show. We'd urge you straight off to get over to that website, have a little look, click that Shop the Day button and see what is coming up. You can also avail of triple points across absolutely everything until the end of Monday, which is brilliant, isn't it? And there's loads of great savings over there on the website for you as well. Loads, you saw these this morning, and you absolutely love them. This, though, is a really good starter collection. You've got a bit of everything in here because you're getting, of course, let me do the pens first. So what you've got here are our incredible tricolour aqua markers. Now, everything you know and love about the aqua markers, yet what these have are 3 different colours, kind of like a cross between a tri-blend and an aqua marker. Rather than having 3 shades of the same colour, they have 3 different colours, and those colours are all designed to blend seamlessly together, and all of the colours in the pack will complement each other as well. You're going to get the colour basics in there. You will also get the essential neutrals. That's your floral meadow, and you will receive the great outdoors in there. That's a full collection of those, which is excellent. You will, of course, also get the watercolour cardstock, which is the perfect cardstock for these kind of projects. And then you will get as well the silhouette floral dies that you've got just here. You're going to get the Scent of Summer. This is your Butterfly Meadow. And then you've also got the Bumblebee Paradise in there as well. 41.59 and 54.14. Now, if you want the dies on their own, we do have another deal for you. You can get the dies on their own if you've already got the pens. Here's the details for that: 29.22 or 33.63. Now, you will need to be quick for those, but something else you are going to have to be much quicker. Now, we brought this in this morning. We launched this morning, and we thought we had enough to last until the end of tomorrow. No. I think it will maybe go towards the end of this show if it continues to go at the speed it has throughout the course of the day today. Let me take you through. It's a mystery bag of awesome dies. What I love about this mystery bag is that it's kind of all the hits for you, because you've got like a little bit of everything in here. So amazing double-sided dies for you. So you've got this double-sided sentiments in there. They're going to come included. You've also got some of our awesome interchangeables in there as well. We're going to put some sentiments in there. These are the sentiments that have got that disconnected outside edge, so you can create that matte layer with them too. Some of our liftables, these are also all disconnected, so you can put those into a whole host of things. Then we've also got some double-sided edgeables in there. You've got some awesome decoupage dies in there also. These are your edgeables. Couldn't do a mystery bag without some edgeables, and you've got one of those amazing sentiment edgeables in this one. And then you'll also receive this, one of our awesome stained glass window dies. But that's not where it ends, because we're also going to throw in each one of these die brush tool, replacement heads for the die brush tool, and also some pokey tools as well. All of that should be over £100 or $140. Today you can pick that up for £30 or $40 with a great saving. Platinum members, of course, getting that for that incredible price with an even bigger saving, which is excellent. If you want to get in touch with me, you can do so. You know the drill. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. There's loads of you tuning in as well. Crafty Angie is saying hi from California. Jill's in North Yorkshire. Well, hello, Jill. Lynn is here as well in Florida. Who else? We've got Jeffrey's in New Hampshire. Rosalind in Maryland. Barbara's in Indiana. Betty's in Oklahoma. Mary Pat saying bonjour, bonjour, Mary Pat. And Caroline French wonder if she is French, is also saying hi from sunny South Coast. That's a great place to be today, isn't it, Debbie?
The south?
On the South Coast, in the sun, fish and chips, a little bit of crabbing maybe. Ooh, delicious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, where are we going to start then, Debbie?
Oh, I feel really jealous now. I really want to just go on the beach and...
We could go and get fish and chips on the way home.
we could do that, but I'm trying to be really good, Joe. Trying to be good.
We could get fish and chips, you could watch me eat it. How about that? I'll explain to you in fine detail how it tastes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's do that. First of all, let's go on to the pens. I want to show you the Tricolour Aqua. Now, you might have heard of our Tri-Blend before. Tricolour are always our water reactive pens. So whatever you know that you can do with water colours, you can do with these pens. And basically, what you'll notice, the first thing about them, is they have 3 very different colours. Now, that's the massive difference between our Tri-Blend alcohol markers. They have the 3 nibs in the pen, but what we've done, or what the team has done, they've put 3 colours that we know will blend effortlessly in together. So you don't have to think about what colours are going to go muddy, or what colours will blend together, what colours will work together. Each one of these colours will work individually or work in conjunction with each other. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm just going to take some, now I'm going to use a watercolour cardstock throughout. It is our card of choice to use with our watercolour markers. It has a really good tooth, which means it takes lots of water and you're able to use your pen as well. So stock up on your cardstock because it's brilliant to go with these pens.
Get 15 sheets in with that little start, okay?
Yeah, which is amazing. Yeah, really, really good. So the first thing we're going to do is scribble this down. So I'm going to put it onto my mat. So I'm going to put our first colour just scribbled down there. Then we've got that yellow, and then we've got the blue. So each one of these colours is going to give a different, obviously a different colour, but it's also going to blend. Now, there's 2 different ways that we can do this. Our first is our cardstock here. I'm going to show you 2 different ways of creating a background. If you just want to do an ombre effect with those stages, what I like to do first is wet my cardstock. Because if you wet the cardstock, if you want a more vibrant look, don't wet your cardstock. You can take your pen straight to the card. But I like that sort of wash down effect, and it makes it easier to blend into the colours. So the first thing I'm going to take is that beautiful pink, and I'm just going to pick that up with a wet brush, and we're going to brush that straight onto our cardstock.
I love these 3 colours together.
It's amazing, isn't it? And just the fact that we can get these colours like this with just a few scribbles on our glass mat. Then we're going to take the yellow, and then with that yellow we're going to go over. Now the yellow is quite a light colour, but it does look beautiful, and it will start blending in to that gorgeous pink. And then we can literally pick up our blue, and we can then pop that at the bottom. So this one, it gives a more sort of natural feel about it because the colours lighten and look beautiful. So once that starts to dry, so one thing I haven't done, I'm just going to plug in my heat tool so we can speed up the process a little bit.
Lots of other people saying hi as well. Beth is in Minnesota, Rosalind's in Maryland, Olga is in Brooklyn as well. Lots of you.
Lots of you tuning in.
I didn't find out though what days are bank holidays. We asked earlier, didn't we, in the US? We didn't find out if yesterday was a bank holiday, Monday's a bank holiday. We will find, well, I say we will find out. We're really kind of counting on you to tell us, to be honest.
So we're asking if they have bank holidays like we do.
Yeah, I agree with that. I would
Oh
imagine
yeah, I
so.
never thought of that. I just assumed worldwide that Easter would be, because tomorrow nothing really opens, does it? Even Tesco shuts on Easter Sunday.
Even Tesco is shut tomorrow, yes. When else is it shut? Just Boxing Day and Christmas Day, that's it, isn't it?
Yep, yep, just the 2 days of the year.
Yeah. Madness, isn't it? Madness. Val Lloyd says, hi Joe and Debbie, looking forward to the show. Lovely day here today. Been sat in the garden. Val in Southampton, lovely.
Yeah, really lovely. It's nice when you can get out in the garden. So that's our first one, doing those stripes. Now, if I use that same colour, I'm going to pick that up. Normally I would use that because, and I'd use it to do this type of different technique as well. What I like to do, Joe, I always get my piece of card and just draw little markers around. And then what that does is it governs me where I'm going to put this. Now, I don't want loads of the blue because I don't want it taking over. So we're just going to scribble a little bit of blue. And then I'm going to go more in with our yellow around those edges. And then we're going to come in with that gorgeous pink and just go and scribble around. That's all we're doing, just scribbling where there's a gap inside. You're not going to contaminate your pen if you go over, but you just pop that in. Then what we're going to do is grab my spritzer. So I've just got a water spritzer. I think we do them in bottles of 3, pack of 3. And I'm just going to spritz the actual design. I say design, it's just a scribble really, spritz the scribble. And then all we're going to do is lay our card directly into this. And you get a completely different look to what you would do in that one, but it's the same colours that we're using. And it just shows how versatile the pens are. So just making sure that covers all the way round, pick that up, and then you get a beautiful look. And just this side here where we haven't got any, I can just go back in and just pop that down so we get that gorgeous design. So let's just wipe this and dry that one. So to
quite intense when you do
totally...
it in that way, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's quite intense that way compared to the other way.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, really
different.
intense. So I'm just going to dry this off as well, Joe. So it's 2 just completely different ways of doing it. There's lots of different ways of doing a background. When you're doing something like this is great to leave it wet and add some salt, and that's where you get that salt technique. And you can get some really good designs. You could also use cling film, just screw it up in a bunch and then lay it over the top, let it dry naturally, and then you get really cool designs with that. But I do love the way that things like this look, because then these really lend themselves to being able to use through stencils, through your embossing folders, and we've got all of them on the show today as well.
Amazing. Getting busy on this. The pens on their own are available individually over on the website if you want to get them there. This is by far and away the busiest way of getting the details that are on your screen at the moment. I think we need to speak to the manager of America, Debbie.
The manager of
We need to get the manager of America on the phone, because there is no bank holiday yesterday and no bank holiday on Monday.
Wow.
I know.
Isn't it funny how you just assume that people
Although
have
the
the
stock
same?
exchange was closed yesterday, apparently.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, not bank holidays, either of them.
So there you go, look Joe, 2 completely different ways. The other thing we do is faux bleaching. So I'm just going to take some water and dip my fingers in. Some people like a brush, and I'll show you, in fact, let's do 2 different ways and then we can see the difference. So if you get just a normal brush and actually just tap it onto your finger, you can just flick. Now you can't probably see it, but I can sort of see that that's all these water droplets are going over my design. But I actually quite like the look of just putting your fingers in and literally, let me just get this one, take that one out the way for a second, and just flicking down, because you get some really unique sort of looks on there. Now, because we're using a lighter colour inks, leave it just for a little while, and then what you need to do is just take a piece of kitchen towel. We can then take that over the top, and what that will do, that will take up all that water, suck that water up that's been sucking up that ink, and then when you take it away, you get 2 completely different looks. So this one is a bit more sort of splodged everywhere, and this one is a bit more tapped down, but 2 really gorgeous designs. And then what you can do, and in fact, let's just grab one of our embossing folders and emboss them, just to show the sort of differences that you can get in them. Let's have that one, and we've got lots of different embossing folders on. Let's take a couple of different ones and pop them through. Actually, they might be a bit small for these ones, but actually, I think we've got smaller embossings. Quite different ones, isn't there, of these embossing folders?
Yeah, there's quite lots of them.
These ones look
There's
smaller.
quite lots of them. That wasn't very good English, was it, Debbie?
No, not very good English at
Quite
all.
lots of them. There are a lot of them, and I will
them.
take you through them after Debbie's demonstration.
So all I want to do is make sure that's the raised side, that's the not. So we want the raised side to come through the bottom. That's the one. So let's just pop that through. Got a bit of a dirty folder there, but I'm sure it will be fine. And then this one. Yeah, we've got loads of lovely different sizes, which is great when you're using embossing folders to have that choice. So let's pop both of these through. Now, because we're using 3D embossing folder, we don't need one of our cutting mats. So all we need is our plastic shim, our magnetic shim, pop them between, and then put your top plate on and run them through. So that's all you need for your 3D embossing folders. And then I'm going to bring in something else we've got on the show, which is the gilding waxes as well. Because there's another really cool way of how you can use them, and they all work in conjunction. And it's why we call it mixed media, because we're mixing different mediums together to create just some really fun designs. If you have a bit of messy play, inks and pens and everything are amazing. So look at this for a design, Joe. I mean, that is stunning. Let's bring it. In fact, I'm not going to use, we'll use gilding wax later. Do you know what I'm going to bring in? Aqua tints. I'm going to use these. I'm going to do another technique called dry brushing. Have you heard of dry brushing,
No.
Joe? Okay, I'm going to bring my I'm going to grab my brush, but let's grab a piece of kitchen towel because we want a dry brush for this. So these are liquid, but what I want to do is I want to dry brush it over the design. So I'm going to take some.
Would you normally add water to these then, Debbie?
No. No, you can, but you don't need to.
But if you weren't doing this technique, would you generally add water to them?
No, not at all.
Okay.
You can paint straight from them. What I don't want, I call it dry brushing because I hardly want any ink on.
Right.
So I just want to dip it in. I'm using my paint palette to take that off. I don't want loads of ink. And then all we're going to do is go across the top. And it's an effect called dry brushing. And it just gives a really unique look. So if we go straight over the top, what it's going to do is highlight our embossing, but just pick up that dry brush technique on the top, but still leaving underneath.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? And it just brings it out and gives something totally different. And the same thing, because these are water-based, if we want to then do that same flicking technique over the top, we can do that as well. And start picking up some of that sort of streakiness that we've put down. And it works better over a whole embossed area, but it's still a nice design that you can do. So let's pick that design up. And then it starts to give you these sort of effects, which look absolutely stunning. And then if we look at this one and bring this one in, we can then, let me pop the lid on that so that doesn't go anywhere else. I'm going to show you another way of being able to go over later on using your inks, but in a totally different way. And then we'll bring in our gilding wax for this one. There we go.
All the mediums coming in here.
Absolutely. So gilding wax is a great way to really add some metallic to your designs.
There's a full set of those available. Details are there on your screen. All 5 colours in stock, which is
wow,
a rare luxury, isn't it?
That is, absolutely. Yeah, and we have them time and time again, Joe, and they sell out time and time again because they are so good. So I'm just using my middle finger to go over the top. It's where I can feel my pressure on there. So just taking it to that design, and I'm being really just tickling the surface of the cardstock because I don't want it going anywhere but on that embossing. And what I love about gilding wax is when you then polish it, it looks amazing and it won't go anywhere. So at the moment, if I was to put my hand on this, I would take some of that off. You can see it's all shiny now on my finger. But if you buff it, you won't be able to see that design. I'm actually thinking we should put some on here as well, which will pick up onto there. And I'm doing this because it will take it off. Or actually, I was going to say take it off my finger, but it's going to look lovely on this design.
These are one of those products, aren't they? When you get them, you just add them to everything. You just can't stop putting them on stuff
It's
because they're so
true.
gorgeous.
Yeah. And they're great for home decor as well. So if you have picture frames, wooden picture frames, you can put them on there. I've known people to put them on their ornaments. So even if you've got, you get these like figurines, statue figurines of just plain black ones. That's looking beautiful. So then pop that on. And then I'm just going to get some kitchen towel. Now what I would recommend, I might have one. I wonder if I've got a bit of cloth in my bag. I normally carry some, but I don't think I have.
Kitchen towel?
No, I was going to do it. I am going to do it with kitchen towel, but I was hoping I had a bit of cloth because cloth works better. Kitchen towel can get a bit crumbly. unless you use a really good kitchen towel, and then it obviously works better, but I don't think this one's too bad, and it will give you a good idea anyway. So really buff that over. It then makes it set so it won't come off, because all the residue is coming off on the tissue. And do on that side. And then if we move that to the light, look at that.
Amazing.
It is so beautiful, really gorgeous design. And then the same with this one. So literally in sort of 20 minutes, we've shown you sort of how to do 2 different backgrounds, using your inks to come in and do that dry brushing, and then using your embossing folders and your gilding wax on the top, and just create different effects with them. What I would say, Joe, is if you are not a messy crafter but you want to sort of dabble in this, have a fun time where you can just make all these designs. Don't put anything into card. Look at this.
That is amazing, isn't it?
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah,
Absolutely
really
incredible.
great how you can layer it up as well. All the colour and the gilding wax.
And if you still wanted to go in with this, so let's say we still wanted to go in with a bit more colour. Let's say I want a bit more blue in the centre. You can still add that to your glass mat. And then we can go in. I'm going to spritz that. Got a bit of pink in there. Let's add some of that. We can still go over the top, because what we've got now is we've got a resist technique. So you could do that first if you wanted to, bring even more colour in, but this shine will still stay at the top. So it's a really cool way of just creating even more colour. And then if we dry this off as well, you'll see it won't go on to the actual gilding waxes. And then we can still polish that top off. So never feel like you have to just keep it as it is. You can keep going, and you can definitely go over your gilding wax. And it just creates beautiful effects. Just do that a little bit there. We can tap over there. But you've still got that gorgeous gilding wax shining through.
Stunning,
it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Add a sentiment, a bow, some flowers, and you've got 2 really gorgeous designs that are totally different every single time you do them. And there we go.
Absolutely beautiful. Both of those equally stunning. Everything that you need to create that is available for you in the show as well. The very hard-hitting, important question Caroline French has asked, has Debbie found Gloria?
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I feel like she just needs to take a moment, don't you, for Gloria? See, she might be a hobby maker.
She might be a hobby maker, yes. If not, I'm going to have to do another one, aren't I? I have got a sort of just a little boring one. So I need to make. I haven't even got a bottle anymore because I've got my my normal bottle.
I did say to you. I mean, I was, you know, dreadfully concerned the other day when you couldn't find her. You were quite laissez-faire about the whole thing, and now she's gone.
Because I thought she couldn't be far. So, but yeah, I am missing her. I must admit, I am lost without Gloria. So I will have to make a Gloria too.
Oh, Karen says, haven't been able to watch in such a long time. How wonderful that when I can, it's Joe and Debbie. Awesome. Pamela says, love my gilding waxes. Christine Behe says, hello from Altoona, Pennsylvania. My order keeps climbing. I love when a completed project is then embossed. Absolutely beautiful. Jean says, hello everyone, just been watching. This is why I love Crafter's Companion. It's all these techniques. Karen also says, I combined the coloured cosmic shimmer paste with the gilding waxes. It was a really cool technique.
Yes.
And Kay's loving your nails. Also, Rosalind says, any suggestions for a dried out gilding wax? I'm guessing Rosalind's left the top off.
Rosalind, you might not be using out the Pebeo gilding waxes because I've never known these to go off.
Okay.
Although I've never left the top off.
Okay.
But yeah, I never, honestly, we've had ours for years and they've never gone solid. Other company ones I've had and they've gone solid.
Okay.
I think once they go like that, I don't think there's anything you can do for them.
because I guess if they're water-based, because some of them are water-based, aren't they?
Some are, yes.
Yeah, I guess you could try and with a spritz of water and then if that didn't work, then maybe it's time to replace them.
Yeah.
Great deal on those today.
Yeah, but if it's the Pebeo gilding waxes, I would get in touch with customer service and just see, because they shouldn't go hard. They shouldn't. I've had mine for
good shout.
years
Customer
and years and
services,
years.
we're back on Tuesday, I think, so you can get hold of them then. Caroline says, oh, let's have a moment for Gloria. Should we have a moment for Gloria? Should we put the lights down in the studio? Anyway, moving on.
Thank you, Joe.
Right, let's. I want to show you these 3D embossing folders. They are beautiful. Full collection on these for you. Really stunning. What I love about these, Debbie, as well, they're florals. They're absolutely timeless in design. It's not something that's fashionable now and is, going to go out of fashion. You are going to have these in your stash for ages. And as Debbie said, a really lovely mix of different styles and sizes. So that one was your exquisite blooms. This one is your entangled roses that you've got here. This one here is your luscious lilies. We then got, I don't think I've seen these before,
Have
You've
you?
got the elegant flourish, which is that one just there. I've seen some of them, not all of them. You've then got the swirling lace, which is another gorgeous one. This one, so cool. Classic lace, which is that one there. I do like these square style ones. I think because we don't see an awful lot of them, it's really cool to have those. So that one there is your lovely lace. Then you've also got your embellished lace there as well. This one here is your intricate filigree, as you can see there. Maybe think about fussy cutting these out as well, snipping into them if you want to. The elegant swirls, really cool. It's 4x6, that one, I believe, sort of slightly smaller one. This one here is your fancy floral wreath in a 5x5. And then you've also got this one as well. 12 embossing folders there for that price. Before your Club Inspired discount, you're looking at less than £5 an embossing folder, which I think is brilliant, brilliant value. Of course, everyone saves £18, $24, and then everyone's going to get a little bit more off because, of course, they are going to be able to use your Club Inspired discount. But don't remember as well, you've also got the those triple points as well across absolutely everything site-wide, all the way across the weekend, right the way up until Monday evening. Oh, Debbie, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's just show a few of the samples that you can do with the embossing folders because they are incredible. I love that you've got all these different sizes. Look how pretty that one looks, just amazing. Using your ink pads, colour them in with your inks. They would just look incredible like this one. Again, using your gilding waxes, but on darker cardstock there. Just beautiful designs and different ways that you can use them. And I love that these embossing folders become the whole part of your card. All you need, I mean, that one is just letterpressing. We're going to show that throughout the show, but just doing letterpressing and putting a sentiment on it, and it looks absolutely amazing. And one more there where we've just got our top one there. It's just beautiful design show. And what I love about them, they're so easy to use. You just decide what medium you want to paint them with or ink them with.
Beautiful. They really are gorgeous, those. We've got some wonderful stencils on the shows for you as well. Again, nice that these are not standard sizes. And the great thing about this is, remember, if your project's smaller than this, what am I trying to say? You don't need to have a stencil that's the same size as your project. I think it's great to have these larger stencils that we bring you, because you do any size project with them, which is fantastic. So you've got this shape one first, which is a really nice substantial size. That's the circles that you've got there. You've also got the leaves, and you've then got the heart stencil as well. Then we've got some more hearts for you as well. These ones just here. Absolutely love these. I love these ones with the big open spaces. I think they give you a real sort of funky retro feel, which is nice. You've then got the beautiful butterflies in there as well. And then we've got some real whoppers here for you too. These are big 12 by 12. Oh, hello. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. What have I done? Oh, what have I done? Oh, bear with. Bear with. There we go, we're done, right. So these are really nice big 12 by 12 ones that you've got just here. So this is your deco tiles. Really cool, that, isn't it? If you do have a Pro as well, you'll be able to put these through and emboss with these for your Pro, which is awesome. That one there is your Moroccan tile that you can see. And you'll also get this one, the Chesterfield leather, which is very, very fine, isn't it? You get all of those, $26.96 or $34.80. That is a half price deal for you, which is fun dabby dozy. Let me just pop those out of the way. Something else which has been obviously so incredibly busy since we launched it on Wednesday is this, your incredible hummingbird Nature's Garden. It is the latest release in the Nature's Garden series, and I think one of the most popular Nature's Garden releases I can remember in a very, very long time. There's everything that you're getting. It is the full collection. Now, it did sell out on Wednesday. We have managed to beg, steal and borrow and get a little bit of stock back for you, and I'm really glad we've been able to do this. The amount of stock we've been able to get back is, I mean, it's a drop in the ocean compared to the amount that went on Wednesday. Am I right in thinking about half of that restock has gone, Johnny? Amazing. So half gone already on this restock, and to let you know that there are a lot of you with this in your basket over on the website at the moment. So if you want this, if you don't want to miss out on it, I mean, at the moment, I think it remains to be seen whether we get to the end of tomorrow with it, let alone the end of the weekend, which was the plan. It is meant to be with you tomorrow in Second Chance Sunday. Whether that happens or not remains to be seen. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous collection, beautifully floral. It's going to work with so many of the other collections that you already have in this range and in the Sarah Signature range as well. So you've got the 6x6 in here too. That, of course, same imagery as a 12x12. That has been resized for you. Luxury linen cardstock in there. Then what we have as well is we've also got vellums in here too. They are absolutely stunning. All matched with that paper pad and the rest of the collection. You're going to get 24 of those in there, which is brilliant. That was very popular. All those elements I've just shared with you, they're also available to purchase separately as well. And a lot of you are choosing to add extras of those into your basket, which makes sense because I think it's going to be highly unlikely that we're able to reorder these or we're going to bring these back. It's kind of always the way, isn't it, with the Sarah Signature and the Nature's Garden collections. This one here is your textured lace. You also have the botanical reef in here. Then you've got this. This is your sweet hummingbird, which I just think is so gorgeous. This one here is your fragrant florals. It's going to be a good one to use across a lot of your different collections there. The creator card is just stunning. Removable outside edge on that. I love the fact that that wing just lifts up as well, as you can see there. It just gives it so much texture and dimension. You've also got these. Now, these are going to be super versatile in a whole host of different projects. Really lovely big tags. Can see those working very well on 12x12 scrapbook pages, maybe some pictures in there. I think they'll look fantastic for that. Then you've got your sentiments as well. Things like, thank you for all you do. I struggle to read these upside down. Spread your wings and fly, that one says just there. You are wonderful in every way. I'm here for you. Really, really gorgeous. And then this embossing folder. I mean, the amount of sculpture and dimension on that cardstock is really off the scale. And it's going to tie that whole collection together gorgeously. $99.99 or $124.35. You're all going to get some sort of Club Inspired discount off of that. We'll definitely be adding some of the extra papers in there if you can stretch to it. Also, a really nice way to get yourself up to that $125 free shipping threshold if you are across the pond as well. Does the luxury linen cardstock have a texture to it? Yes, it does. It has a very fine linen texture to it. Kay loving those embossing folders as well. And Annalise says hello to you, Joe and Debbie. You both look very summery. Well, I mean, it is pretty much summer here today, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It really
Embrace
is.
the sunshine, even when you're indoors.
Yeah, it's really lovely. We're, I bought lots of loose clothes this week. Thought we're going to eat a lot of chocolate tomorrow.
Oh, yes, could
Do you think we will?
Hope so.
I think it's a foregone conclusion. There'll be a lot of chocolate around tomorrow. If you've got any questions, you can get them into me. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're on YouTube, and I'll pop them across to the lovely Debbie. What would you like to share with us next then, Debbie?
Right, we're going to mix the two in. We're going to mix a few, actually. I'm going to bring in the wildflowers, the silhouette flowers. I couldn't think what they were called then. Some silhouette flowers. We're going to bring that hummingbird in, the botanical reef. I adore this dye. I think it's absolutely stunning. And also I've got some watercolour cardstock, and we're going to create a background to put this onto. So if you're going for this collection, or you've already gone for this collection and you haven't got your watercolour pens, make sure you get some just to have a play around with this, because honestly it's just a beautiful collection that will go lovely with the watercolour dyes, watercolour pens, sorry. So we're just popping that onto our plates, and we're going to send that through. And then also what I want to do is we want to cut out some of these silhouette flowers. Now these are great either if you want to colour or if you just want to create them as a just that silhouette, whether you want them in black or you want them in white. I want to keep things quite simple on this car because we're doing a little bit of everything. We're sort of doing colouring, we're doing our die cutting, but this really lends itself beautifully to such gorgeous detail, this die. So I'm just going to take out all our little pieces. Give that a tap, that will just fall out. Now look at that, I mean absolutely perfect first time cutting. Let me find my pokey tool. Just a couple of bits. Oh no, it's not. That's not bits that are coming out. It's the actual lines in the die cuts. That's such a stunning die, isn't it, Joe? Really beautiful. Right, so that's our die cut done. Now, if I bring this one in, all I've done different, or added, should I say, I've just added some gems into the flowers around the edge. So we're keeping that quite sort of just plain and simple, just in white. So let's pop these to the side, use that one for later, and then we're going to do a background. So we're going to use our Aqua Spectrum tricolour again, but we're going to use them with another different medium. So let's pop these to the side. We're going to have this, and then I'm going to bring in my clear sparkle pen. I love doing this technique, Joe, with a clear sparkle, because not only can you use your pens with it, you then get a sparkly background in whatever colour you want them in. But what I want to do, I'm actually thinking I might do something. No, I'm not going to switch. I'm not going to switch. We can show that in a little while. Yeah, I am. I'm not going to use my clear sparkle. Do you know what? I'm going to bring in my inks and show you something different with doing a background with these as well. We could do both, couldn't we? And then just see which one that's the nicest. We don't need to worry of how we're going to do them. Oh, it doesn't want to undo. Now the thing with your aqua tints is they are pure ink in there. You don't need to shake them. There's no build up of anything on the bottom because they are just pure ink. So you might be wondering why I'm not shaking them. It's because we don't need to shake them. What you do get in each set, Joe, of these is a pipette. And to pick it up. So let me you get 3 little pipettes. I've only got 2 here, but you do get 3 to pick up each colour. And then what we're going to do with these, I've only got 2, but I can reuse one. I'm going to spritz my paper. So let's just use this. I'm going to spritz down.
12 of those jars there available for you with a great saving. The aqua tints as well, I believe they are coming to the end of their... I don't believe we are reordering them, is what I'm going to say. So if you like them, this would be a great chance to get 12. I haven't seen as many as 12 on a show for ages, Debbie, have you?
No, not for a long time. Yeah, and I know we haven't got too many of them. And all I'm doing is picking up, we've wet our cardstock, I'm just putting little drops of, there.
Look at that.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it? And then we're just going to add that blue in. So this is a practice one, so practice different techniques. It's about getting your card designs right, a card wetness right, but it creates really beautiful backgrounds and really lends itself to the hummingbird collection. So I'm just making sure we get all of that up. I've done something really bad. Look, I've knocked my ink over the counter. I don't want to stain it. Oh, it's all right. It's come out. It's come out. No panic.
These colours are wonderful, aren't they?
They're beautiful, aren't they? And I'm actually going to leave it like that, Joe, because then what we're going to do is, let me pop these lids back on because I know what I'm like. I'll end up spilling them. I've done that before. I've spilled a whole jar over. But luckily I've just squeezed my pipette and picked it all up again.
Where were you at home when you knocked it over?
Yeah, all over my desk.
Oh no.
But although I didn't get everything up, I just used my pipette to squeeze it back into the jar so I didn't lose loads. So we're just going to dry this one off. Because remember, we're just using this as a funky background, really. What you could do afterwards, and I'd not thought, because I was going to use the sparkle and then decide not to, because it's harder to use the sparkle when you're doing this design, but you could just go over it with your sparkle if you wanted to. But the other design I was going to do, so we'll do this one and dry this one off.
12 jars there as well in that collection. I'm going to run you through the colours that you are getting in there. Oh, I've got them over here. Do you want to see which ones you're getting, Debbie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's have a look then. You've got a vintage sheet. Love that. Which is this one just here. And in there you've got sage, fig and peony. You are getting summertime. That's solar red, emerald green and the blue topaz. This here is your metallics, your onyx black, sterling silver, and the spun gold. And you will also get to the glitz and glamour. These are the three that you've just used there, with the aquamarine, the amethyst, and the pink garnet. They are really, really gorgeous. 12 there. I haven't seen that many on a show for a really long time. I don't believe we are reordering, so if you love them, now's the time to snap those up.
Yeah, they're so amazing. So beautiful colours there. So then when we bring up our bird and we place that over the top, look how dramatic that is now, Joe.
Stunning.
Looks
oh,
amazing.
wow.
Looks amazing, doesn't it?
Really
so
does.
really does something totally different. But I'm just going to, I'll use that one, but I just want to show you a different way of doing your backgrounds. I'm going to use similar colours. And let's do the same as what we did before, but this time we're going to add some sparkle. So let's use we've got a purple, pink and blue. So bringing that one in. And then I'm going to use my sparkle pen, give it a shake just to wake up all that glitter, so all the, it's really micro, tiny glitter. I'm actually just going to squeeze that into the actual design. So just give it a little gentle squeeze, push it on the right side. Doesn't need a lot. I'm just going to drop a couple of little, you can see, little pieces into that. So then this time, when we go in with our paintbrush, we can mix that up and then we're just going to paint that over. And even though we are only doing a small amount, you're still going to get that beautiful sparkle throughout. So take that across, need just a little bit more water on there.
They move so well, don't they?
Yeah, really, really well. Just going to empty that out and then pick the, let's just mix that one up with that blue, and then we can use that blue over the top there at the side. So this is a really nice way of just adding a little bit of sparkle. And then I'm going to dry this because I really want you to see how much it sparkles when it dries, because even though you're diluting it down, adding that sparkle just changes completely how it actually looks. But as it dries, the sparkle becomes more intense and you just get a really beautiful background. And you can see the difference, Joe, like when it's watered down that little bit, it gives you just a seamless blending, which is amazing.
Really, really cool. Definitely grab those. And when I say are in stock, as I said, we're not going to be reordering those, and that's the nicest thing we've got for a really long time. And also a great chance to grab them stock up whilst they're still in points on. I think that's really true of a lot of stuff. I think if there's a lot of bits maybe you need replacing, whether it's cardstock, adhesive, a brilliant chance to do that whilst you've got those triple points, maybe getting yourself up to the next level of the club.
Just move that so you can see. Look at the sparkle in there that you're getting. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm hoping we can pick that up. I think we're
shiny.
Yeah, look at that. It is amazing. Amazing amount you're getting in there, glitter. And remember, you can faux bleach that. You could then put your bird over there, so that would look really lovely as well. So lots of different effects. Right, so let's get back to this one. I'm going to bring our pieces in. Oh, and we're going to die cut some of these as well. So let's just take, it doesn't matter which ones, because you're just getting really nice dies in here. So if I just show you these, you're getting sort of short stemmed and long stems in here, so all different sort of designs. So let's just take a couple from each. I do love these long ones. Let's have that one as well. So we'll just take the 3, pop that to the side, and then I'm just going to bring in some watercolour cardstock. Just pop those piece there. That one. Yep, has that got any? Nope, we're fine there, and then that one.
If you want the dies on their own, that's the details for you there on the screen, 29.22 or 33.63, or you can get them with the tricolours. It's a full collection of the tricolours, and also the watercolour cardstock as well. So you've got absolutely all of it there, which is marvellous.
It's a great one. It's a great deal, that is, actually, Joe, because you're getting that try it with everything. So those flowers are going to last you for so many things. Make sure you pop some sort of black cardstock as well, because having silhouette dies, even if you don't want to colour them, they look amazing.
I bet even if you coloured them and then drop shadowed them with a bit of black cardstock in the background, it look quite striking.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're just going to look lovely, whatever you do with them. I don't think you can have too many flowers in your stash. And the designs on here are beautiful. I mean, look at that,
they're
just
quite
3.
different to a lot of the florals that we see, aren't
Very
they? These
different.
wildflowers, sort of meadow flowers, there's not a huge amount of them out there.
No, not at all. Right, all I've got here, Joe, is I've got a piece of the cardstock from the luxury card pad, and we've got that beautiful card from our 12 by 12. I've already just tied some ribbon round, and we're going to do a slightly different card where we're going to angle our cardstock. So I'm going to pop this, and I'm going to pop that underneath. So that's going to go right there, and I'm just going to use that through the centre. I'm just going to try and find my centre. There, just there. And then we're going to stick just this side, so we don't need to put any tape anywhere else, because we only want this, the bottom side, to go down. So again, just popping it through there and just making sure we've got an even amount on the side. In fact, let's go to the line up the top there, and then we know we've got that completely even. And then we can stick this one into place. So just decide where you want to pop it.
Such a striking background. I bet sentiments would look beautiful cut out of that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And good point there, Joe, because you could use your die cuts to cut out on this as well. So you can create sort of dramatic backgrounds, and then use your die cuts to cut them out, because then they'd be all multicoloured. So popping that one on. We've just got a little, I've got my sentiment here, which we're going to pop across the bottom. Just onto there. Follow your heart, it knows the way. Such a nice sentiment, that one, isn't it?
Christy says, I rebottled all my aquatints into bottles with built-in droppers, which is a really great way to go.
Yeah, really nice. Right, let me just grab a piece of scrap card, because I just want to put our dotty tape pen onto the bottom.
Carla says, kind of looks like tie-dye. It does a bit, doesn't it?
It does look like that, yeah, absolutely. I never thought about that tie-dye would be nice. Oh, I'll tell you the other thing that's just come to mind as well, is that string technique where you can use your inks to pull string through a card. That always looks quite effective.
My old housemate Stacey, she makes all of her own tie-dye items, and she's got like a little Etsy store that she sells it all on.
Oh,
Does it at
wow.
home in her bath. They're quite amazing.
That is amazing. So we're just going to pop that. I mean, look how dramatic that looks. So beautiful, isn't it? So just there, and then we've got our extra little flowers here, which we're just going to have at the side. So I'm going to have them coming out, and in fact I'm going to put some little foam pads on them just to heighten them. So let's just bring them in. We can always trim afterwards the bottoms.
Annalise, can you use a brush to paint with the aqua tints? Yes, you showed us that, didn't you, a little earlier in the show?
Yeah, absolutely.
When this show ends, Anne, go back to the start and have a little look at Debbie's first demo. She talks you through exactly that, so that'll be there for you.
Absolutely. So let's pop that one there. And then the other ones. It's just nice to be playful with them, isn't it? And just create fun designs. It doesn't matter how they look or how they come out. If you don't like them, you just redo them. There's so many sort of different designs that you can do. And it's the choice is just down to you. So let's just trim those. Where's my scissors gone? I'm hiding everything with all my paints. Let's just trim the bottom. There we go. And there we go. There's our full painted background with that beautiful design on.
Really, really cool. Really striking card, that one. Just showed you. I think what that really beautifully demonstrates, Debbie, is that once you've mastered techniques like these that you're sharing with us in this show, you really can translate them to any project, any of the collections. I think it's all about mastering these sort of basic but really effective techniques, and you can just wheel that out across all your different crafting, which is brilliant. It's very busy, of course, on the website at the moment. Of course, everything you've seen, particularly that die mystery bag as well, that weekend bag. If this is in your basket, I would urge you now to think about checking it out, because 2/3 of the stock there has gone, and lots of unchecked baskets on that one. So whilst you do that, why don't we share with you all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion, an absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit. Its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Very, very busy. Lots of you to check out there on that piece of video. I like to do that occasionally, just keep Charlotte on her toes. She thinks I've frozen them for a moment. I go, right. We're all in a very playful mood. What are we going to be like by the end of tomorrow, Debbie?
Oh, pretty giddy. Chocolate especially.
Chocolate, yeah.
Chocolate.
That chocolate crash in Second Chance Sunday is going to be... We're going to come down with a bump, aren't we, in the evening?
Well, I've been uber good today.
We'll just eat more chocolate, keeps going. Are we allowed to eat chocolate during the shows tomorrow?
Yeah, it's Easter.
We just like snack on chocolate all day tomorrow? Yeah, as long as you don't need cutlery, I think you're right. I think we can get away with it. I mean, if we're eating a spaghetti bolognese, you know, with
well, that might be a bit more
spoon.
difficult, yeah.
Yeah, as long as you don't need cutlery, you'll be fine. Yolanda says, what a beautiful card, Debbie. Pam says, very pretty, Debbie. Caroline says, gorgeous. Caroline says, bright and beautiful card. Yolanda also says, it's so good seeing Joe and Debbie on today. It's so good seeing you here today as well, Yolanda. Lena says, do hummingbirds have eyebrows?
That's a very strange question.
It is.
Very strange. Do birds in particular have eyebrows? I mean,
I feel like that might be very Danish humour, I don't know. The lovely Lena in Danish. Do they have? I feel like there's a punchline coming, Lena. I feel like you're gonna follow up with a punchline. I don't know. I really don't know. If anyone else out there knows, drop into the comments, let Lena know. Do hummingbirds have eyebrows? Right, I need to remind you...
I think if they did, Joe, they'd have really long lashes.
I bet they would,
Because they're very elegant.
Really colourful ones, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Right, let me take you back for this amazing... It's getting really busy on this. I can't see this being here tomorrow at this rate. Johnny has just typed it into Google, Lena, and I don't think anyone... Do you know what that you've got there, Johnny? That's a Google whack. But I think it has to be 2 words. Do you know about a Google whack, Debbie?
No, I've never even heard of
So
it.
Google whack is where you put 2 independent words into Google and it returns 0 results in the whole of the internet.
Oh.
That means there is no page
It's called a
in the
Google
World Wide
Whack.
Web that has those 2 words in it together. There's a whole thing. There was this comedian called Dave Gorman. He wrote like a whole show about it. Very, very funny. Anyway, moving on. Right, let's go back to this bag because it is incredible. The value is off the chart because it should be over £100 or $140. £30, $40 today. Less than that, of course, for everyone because you're all getting some sort of Club Inspired discount. And you've got the triple points there as well. So loads of reasons to grab a hold of these. We've got some double-sided sentiments in here for you. These are brilliant. Double the cutting in just one pass. We've also got some interchangeable dies in here. These make really gorgeous scenes. You've got some brilliant sentiments. These are the ones with that removable outside edge as well, so you get that matte layer going on. Some of those brilliant liftables in there, which are great. Got double-sided edgeables, decoupage flowers in here. We've also got some sentiment edgeables and some stained glass window dies as well. It is a contents may vary, but you will get the value. So we can only let you have one each because, look, let's face it, there wasn't enough to go around in the first place. So if we let you have more than one, gosh, we don't have any left by now. You're also going to get some essentials in here as well. So you can only get the die brush and the replacement brush heads that go with that. And you're also going to receive as well the pokey tools in there. So you get all of that, which is amazing. That is why, is it 70% of the stock, Johnny? 70% gone, doesn't take into account everyone that has got this in their basket. Oh, Lena says, sorry, the die cut just looked like it had an eyebrow. I think she means not generally, I think she means the die. Where is it? Have you got it there?
Oh, I see, yes. So, yeah, so it's got the dot and then it's got an eyebrow.
Ah! This one's got an
So maybe
eyebrow,
that's
yes.
either eyebrows or
I
eyelashes.
think that's just a little bit of eyeliner.
Yeah.
I think that's
it's
just,
to
no,
give
I think
it-
that's just a bit of a winged lash going on there.
Yeah, she looks beautiful though, doesn't she?
Beautiful, absolutely blooming gorgeous. Very observant, Lean. I thought that was some sort of joke, but no, just a genuine question. And we all laughed at you. I'm sorry about that, Lena. Let's move on.
And it led us to a Google whack.
We've got a Google whack. I think the only problem is a Google whack needs to just be 2 words.
Google whack.
No, as in you you put 2 words into Google and then you get no results. Not just saying it twice. Ooh, right. Let's move on.
I get you now.
Are you all right? Right, exquisite blooms there for you, which is these ones. You can see just there, those gorgeous florals. Oh, there's a parasol jar. Then we've also got the entangled roses. Then we've got the luscious lilies as well. Lovely square ones. Lily's my all-time favourite flower. I don't know why I feel the need to do that every time I pick an embossing folder up. Have you noticed? Always,
Hello.
Just do that. Hello. So that goes there. Then you've got your elegant flourish there, as you can see. Well, it's like they're doing the can-can, is it? This one is a swirling lace. Really beautiful. You know what they give you as well, these, Debbie?
Yeah. I do know what they get.
What do they give you?
A Google
Good
whack.
old Google whack.
Do they give you an opportunity?
They do give you an opportunity, indeedy doodly. You've then got this one. This is the classic, classic lace. Honestly, classic lace.
Classic lace.
Classic lace, that.
2 words.
Sorry?
2 words.
2 words, yeah. Lovely lace, also 2 words. This one here is the embellished lace. How fantastic is that? Really, really cool. This next one, you get loads in here. The intricate filigree there. Getting 12 in here. The elegant swirls, these are nice. Really, really got lots and lots of dimension on that one in particular. Then we've got the fancy floral reef. And you'll also get this one. It's your elegant frame trio in there as well. Great price for you on this, saving you £18 or $24, $53.49 or $70.95, which is brilliant. It's less than £5 per embossing folder. And then, of course, you're all going to be able to get that Club Inspire discount on the top of that. So value is pretty phenomenal there on these ones. Love Debbie's laugh, says Mandy May. And Pam E says, I love a Debbie giggle. Who doesn't? Who doesn't indeed? Very busy across everything you've seen over on the website, specifically the bag that we talked about as well. That's just getting busier and busier as we go through the show. And that hummingbird collection, half that restock gone now. Loads and loads of you got that in your basket. And a lot of people are adding the extra pads and consumables into their basket, which could mean we sell out quite quickly. So we hope we'll be able to bring you some back tomorrow, but I wouldn't anticipate it lasting the whole day. We could be back to individuals again tomorrow. So you want the whole collection, I think now really is the time. And also, don't tell the people that bought it on Wednesday, but you got triple points today as well. So a good time to grab a hold of that. Debbie, what would you like to share with us next?
Okay, so we're going to use the slimline one, so the elegant flourish.
Nice.
Really pretty one, and show it in a slightly different way. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put it through our embossing folder. Again, I'm using watercolour cardstock, and we're going to pop that in. I'm not worried which way round it goes because it's just white cardstock. So emboss, deboss, whichever side, it doesn't matter. So let's pop that through our Gemini. So 3D embossing folder. So all we're going to use is our plastic shim, magnetic shim, and then our top plate on the top there, and send that through. There we go. So offering it into the Malthian machine. If you've got any other machine that's on the market, we have got a list somewhere on the website where you can go and see what the platforms are for your for embossing. But if not, just refer to your user manual because most places do embossing folders now. Right, so that's going to give us our embossing. So beautifully embossed, that one. I love these because the detail in these is exquisite. So not only have you got your flowers, you've got this whole frame that goes all the way around the edges. Now, because we've used watercolour cardstock, it means we can use our aqua pens to paint directly to it. So what I first want to do, I want to sort of create the background part. So I'm just going to use we've got some blues in here. So I'm just going to pop some blue onto our glass mat. We always prefer to go from our glass mat because the drying time is quite quick when you go directly to card. And all I'm going to do is literally splodge into my centre. Nice. So I'm not doing anything other than just giving it a sort of random splodge. So onto there, just to create a beautiful sort of background. It doesn't matter if you go over your flowers, don't worry about that at all. It's just having that sort of random background and watercolour sort of wash. So once you've done that, you can then, actually I do want to go around, let's just put a bit more on there because I do want to go around my edges. So just to cover those, because I want to use some gilding wax around there, but we still want some colour to show through. So just going around all those edges. And these are just quick, simple techniques that anybody can do, Joe. And that's the thing with watercolours. They're very forgiving. If something goes wrong and you don't like what you've done, you just throw it away. It's a piece of card. But I also think you can't go wrong with these sort of pens because there's just so much you can do with them. So let's start with, I'm going to use our purple. So again, taking our purple to there. I'm also going to just add in just a little bit of the magenta colour. and we're going to paint directly onto our folder. So grab yourself some kitchen towel because you don't want your brush too wet until you sort of work out how much you want to put on. And we can then go straight in and start painting directly to our embossing.
That's really lovely.
It is a really lovely technique to do.
The colours are very vibrant when you use them like this, aren't they?
Yeah, so yeah, when they're direct, they look amazing. And then you can just keep going in. I mean, the colours you can use them to mix together to create different colours. But I love this because you can get a real depth, a total sort of depth of dimension in them, and you can let it dry and then keep continuing to add them on. And never worry if you don't feel like it's coming together straight away. Please don't worry, because it will. You just have to let it dry, go back to it, and then you can redo the colours over the top of that. So I can see that leaves a lot more purple on there, so let's pop a bit more on there. Just take that colour, and then where it's sort of a bit more darker, we can sort of start blending that in. Just over
Really
there.
great as well, I think, and get confident with these, how you can get sort of shading and depth and dimension with them as well, can't you? I think sometimes we think about watercolour doesn't give us, you know, that dimensional effect that alcohol markers do, but they do, don't they? I mean, I think it always surprises me when you see you can get sort of that shading and ombre with these.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is just practice, because it is, some people find watercolouring difficult, but it is just a case of, and actually, so you're probably, you know, some people could be looking at this thinking, oh, that doesn't look too good. You have to get to the end, Joe. Never give up before you do it, because there's so much enhancing to a project that you can do. So let me just do some leaf on the leaves, and then I want to show you when we put the gilding wax on. And that's not the colour I use, so I'm just going to take that one up. Let's do this one. Yeah, it just creates that whole different effect when you start adding extras in. So again, you can just come around with those leaves. And if you do go round the edges and you've gone over, please don't worry about it, because it really isn't going to matter. You can wash it down with water again. You can, where we talked about faux bleaching, if you get some around the edges that you don't like, just put a little bit more water and take those edges away. Just have to dab them with your kitchen towel, and then we'll all come away. So just following those embossed areas all the way around. So I'm doing mine sort of quickly, speed of light really. You want to take your time a bit more, but I'm just going to do a few more of the leaves here. And then what you'll be able to see is once it starts coming together, let's just do that leaf there. You can then start adding your gilding waxes in. So let me, and you can then bring other colours in. So like bring your bright yellows in to do different techniques inside. But let me just bring in a bit of gilding wax to start with. And then see these edges. So the edges of these, because I just want to touch on the sides and really sort of highlight those, you just got to be really careful. You just want to put a really light finger on, just so it goes around those edges. And once you know you've found your firmness there, and you know it's going to go nowhere else but there, you can be a little bit more firmer with rubbing that down. And then you can continue around the edges of that frame. You've been a bit heavy-handed on that side there. But these bits are beautiful on here to really highlight that detail. So keep going with that, Joe. I'm not going to keep going because I want to bring in the one. But then what I've done here, let me bring in the one that I've already done. So I finished all around those edges. I've gone in with a bit more of the green, so you can see. And then I've actually took my brush. So when you've got these pieces that go round, go in with then a darker colour. So that's where we go in with that. Let's go in with this other magenta sort of colour. And you want a sort of fairly, not only a damp brush. So going with this, and you can really start to come in and get the highlights. Just going across there, bringing it round. And then you can start painting in. So it is a case of just being patient painting all those round, and they'll all start to come together. And that's all you do, how to get your highlights in there. And honestly, have a bit of patience and it will come together just like this one here. And then all I've done, let me bring in my black card. I've just got some black cardstock and I've put, it's actually mount board. I've put just 2 little holes in there, and we're going to mount that onto here. So just like so. And then I thought this could be like a little wall plaque, or a little hanger, or something you could hang up it on your bedroom door maybe, you know, you put on your kids' names on there or something like that. And then just follow that through where I've put those holes, get your pokey tool, and we just want to find sort of where those holes are.
Enchanted Craft Fairies, this is a very pretty effect, adding to the border. Catherine says, according to subtitles, closed captions, Debbie is using a Boston boulder. I'm sure lots of my words probably come out very weird. Imagine what mine comes out like.
They all do, don't they?
Yeah.
Have you watched them before, Joe?
I haven't for a while, but they are quite funny, aren't they?
They are very funny. So just thread your ribbon through.
Lots of love for your dress. Lynn says, is it a top or is it a dress?
Ah, it's actually a top. It's an old one. I had it last year. It's in that...
I remember you buying it last year.
Yeah, it's actually in the video that they show, isn't it, where I've got my glasses on. And I do that with my hair or something, and I'm doing something, I've got my glasses on, and it's the top that I'm in from last year, yeah.
Oh, I can't remember. I don't know what video that is.
That's the one where Joy's on there. And you say, Debbie's welling up, Joy's welling up, on that video.
I'm swelling up, she's swelling up, that one.
That's the one, yeah. It's on there, I'm wearing that top on this one there. But thank you very much. It is a top, yes. But I've had it a little while. Right, so let's just trim those pieces off, pop that into place. We're going to just add a little bow at the side, just because we can. And then, like I say, I'm leaving that blank because we can like put a sign on there or anything else, but it just creates a beautiful little door plaque. And there we go.
Amazing. All right, let me take you back through. If you want to be doing exactly that, then you need to get your hands on the stencils. So you've got the exquisite blooms. You've also got the entangled roses. Excuse me. Now this one here is the luscious lilies. Then you've got the elegant flourish. This one here, that's your swirling lace. Then this is a classic lace. There's the lovely lace. Then that's your embellished lace there. This is your intricate filigree. You've got your elegant swirls. That's the fancy floral. And your elegant frame as well. 53.49, 70.95 gets you absolutely all of those, which is amazing. I want to tell you about those gilding waxes as well, because you get all 5 in stock, which is a rarity, let me tell you. This one here, let me open these up and show it to you, because they are so gorgeous. This one here is the King Gold. Oh, how gorgeous is that? So you're going to get that one. And then you've got this one here. This is your antique gold. Oh, look at that. Oh, shiny. You see that? Is it my shirt playing? Is that better? There you go. Look at that, shiny. Oh, and then we've also got this one here. Oh, the silver's one we very rarely have in stock actually, so really nice to have that. I really love the smell of it as well. This one, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a cobbler's. Yeah. Yeah, like that smell that you get in a cobbler's.
You could probably put that on your shoes as well.
Yeah. Oh, imagine putting that on your. Shall I put a bit on now?
I don't know, Joe, do you want to have
Just a little bit of some little gold go faster stripes down the side. That was the Empire Gold, by the way. And then this one here, the Renaissance. Oh, look at that. It's like a holiday in Venice, isn't it? Beautiful.
I wouldn't know, I've never been.
Have you not? I haven't been either. What I imagine a holiday in Venice to be like. We should go together, Debbie.
We should.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to check out. It's really busy. Don't miss out on those. You're getting one free in that particular collection, which is brilliant. Let's give you another opportunity to check out. Whilst we do that, let's share with you all the details of the fantastic club that is Club Inspire.
to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Do you want the good news or the bad news? The bad news is there is only, there's less than 100 of that hummingbird collection to go around. Over 75% of it has gone now, Debbie, and this is going to happen on our way to 80% of it is gone. Do you want the good news?
Yes.
There's still 25% of it remaining. You haven't missed your chance just yet. That's the good news.
Okay.
So don't dilly-dally. If you want it, I can't see, it's touch and go at the moment whether we're going to be able to bring it back as a whole collection again for you tomorrow. I'll just give you the details for it again. I don't want you to miss out on this, so I want you to come back tomorrow and think, gosh, I'll get it, and then it is gone. We will bring parts of it back. Things like the 12x12 papers, the 6x6 papers, the vellums. These are the things that are going to sell this collection out. So you'll be able to come back and get the hardware. Also, in the same breath, I would say if you got this collection and you've got it on the way to you at the moment, or you've just received it, and you're thinking to yourself, gosh, I really wish I'd have got more papers. This might now be your last and only chance to do that this evening. So do bear that in mind. Head over to the website, the full collection's there. Also, all of the individual. It's not in the Shop the Day page. You will need to just pop Hummingbird into the search bar and you'll see absolutely there. But I think it could be your last opportunity to get some of those individual items and that whole collection this evening. Lots of people chatting away. Enchanted Craft Fair, we love the way you added the gilding rights to the border on that last project. Pat says, I love your demos, Debbie. Hi, Joe, I miss seeing you on CTV. I only watch when you're on air. Oh,
you're on
I won't
edge.
tell the others, but they'll be most put out. Let me go back through these stencils then, just here. This is your scattered dots that you can see just there. Really awesome. I love these, Debbie, when they are pigment ink through and then heat embossed.
Yes.
Just gorgeous,
I
aren't they?
know, absolutely.
There's something about that technique, I just never ever tire of seeing it done in any of these designs. This one is your botanical garden. You've also got the confetti hearts in here. Then we move into these square styles ones. You've got the love hearts there and also the beautiful butterflies. How do you say beautiful in German, anyone? No. Deco tiles, is this one just here? No, I could ask Siri. Moroccan tile, is this one just here? And you'll get this one as well, which is your Chesterfield leather. All of those, half price. Bash me on the bottom with a Woman's Weekly. That's amazing. That's going to be a new one now, you know. 26.96, 34.80. If you want to get your hands on that one.
I need to get a Woman's Weekly. I need to get a Woman's Weekly, don't I, Jack?
You do, can you imagine? And I say it. Well, actually, in an old job of mine, another shopping channel I used to work at, I used to sell kitchen products, and one of the presenters used to say, slap me with a wet fish. And actually one day I had a wet fish and I slapped him with it.
Oh no.
He asked me to do it. It was Howard. He was like, slap me with a wet fish. And I had it here, so I slapped him with it.
He probably never expected it, did he? Right, so Joe, when we think about stencils, like you were saying, using your inks to go through is what we would technically do with them. But this is a watercolour show and we have watercolour pens. So it's sort of like, how do we do that? There is a way. We can make all of our pens into ink pads and all you need is a little thing called glycerin. Now I'm using, yeah, absolutely. So I'm just using vegetable glycerin. There's you can get just the glycerine that's from the bakers. It doesn't matter which one you use, they're all the same. It doesn't have to be a known one. Literally a bit of glycerin, and what that does is it makes our pens, the ink on them, slippery enough but not so wet, so it will glide over things. Now the other thing I want to do, I'm quite loving effects made with washi tape at the moment. So washi tape, I'm sure we've got some on the website. I know a lot of our Violet Studios has some washi tape in it as well. I think that's where this one's from. So washi tape's really good. You can use low tack tape. It doesn't always work as well as what washi tape does. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to place this onto my glass mat and just have a point of where I want to do it. So I'm going to go from one line to the next line so we get a straight line there. So just popping that across and then just trimming that down, and then we're going to do that again a little bit down. So from here, so what we're doing is creating a border panel. How big do we, let's do that down to this point. So just popping that down to there. And it makes your eyes go funny, that washi tape, doesn't it? Right, so what that does, it masks off the area that we don't want any ink to go onto. The next thing you're going to want is your ink applicators. I've just been using mine to put down on here to try and clear as much as the ink as possible. It doesn't matter, but what I would say is keep these for just this technique, so don't then use them. So I'll take these off afterwards so no one else uses them. Not that it really matters, but you don't want to contaminate your ink pad with glycerin, okay? So just be mindful of that. The next thing we want to do is take our pens. So I'm going to use, we have a yellow and this one here. So we've got our yellow in the centre. Is that, no, it's not our darkest yellow. I want to use a darker one. I'm going to use this one actually. Let's use our, oh, took it off there. I'm going to use this sort of reddy colour here. Or we might as well just use all these colours, really beautiful colours here, and our orange. So just on there. And then all I'm going to do is put a little dot And I mean a little dot. So see there, just that little dot?
Oh, as little as that?
Yeah, as little as that. We don't need loads. You can always go back and add more, Joe. So to start with, don't put too much. And all I want to do is go round there. Can you see how far that goes? Because it's like a sort of wet substance, and it will create. So you want to make sure that that's got all on
It's
your
like sort of like a
pad.
syrup, isn't it?
Yes,
almost?
it is like a syrup, absolutely. So let's go and let's take our lightest colour, which is this yellow. So we can pick all that colour up, and then we can go directly onto here. Oh, look, I've splattered. How did I splatter that? How did I do that? I don't know how I've done that. Never mind, never mind. We'll cover that. And then we can go directly here, using it as
Completely
our
changes the
inkpad.
viscosity of it, doesn't it?
I know, it's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. And then still with that same amount that we've got there, I'm going to go and pick up that orange. So picking up, just using that same ink pad, and then we can go around there. But look at the blendability in here.
Amazing.
It is incredible.
Seamless,
it's a really
isn't it?
lovely technique to do. And then again, I'm just making sure I pick up all that glycerin, and then we're going to pick up this sort of reddy, sort of pinky colour at the end, and then go on to there. Yeah, it's a really nice technique to do. You don't have to even do this on watercolour cardstock. You can do it on your smooth multi-purpose cardstock. And you get a really nice effect there, okay? So that's the first thing we want to do. I've gone over a bit there, but you'll forgive me, I'm doing it quite quickly. Let's just take all this up. And all I've used is that one, so I'm going to keep that to the side. Didn't use the other ones.
You used a tiny little bit of aqua marker as well there, didn't you?
Yeah, only a tiny, really
tiny
tiny
bit.
piece, yeah. The next thing I want to do, I'm going to bring in one of the stencils. So I'm going to bring in this botanical garden as well. So I'm going to have this one. We're going to place that over the top. And then I'm going to bring in a nice red. So let's do a colour. So I want a colour that's darker than what we've already got down there. And we're going to do exactly the same. So I can, and I think I've probably still got enough on here, Joe. This time we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to pick this ink up. And we're just going to dab it in. So I'm going to hold this and just dab that over the top. So what this is going to do, it's going to go through that stencil, but because it's still quite a wet ink, we don't want it to be too, I just want a really, what's the word, a subtle sort of background in there. And I'm just giving it little dabs just over the top. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to put loads down.
Susie's asking, is it just with water-based markers we do this, or can we also do it with alcohol markers?
You can't do it with alcohol markers, no. No, just water-based, yeah. So just going over there. Then I'm going to have a little bit more of that red. Where did I just put it? There it is. No, that wasn't the one. I think it was that one. Squeaky, squeaky. Just pick up a little bit more
Amazing
of
that
that.
you can layer this up as well.
Absolutely,
Because you'd imagine
yeah.
that it would just sort of melt into each other, wouldn't you, with them being water-based products? But I guess, are they still a water-based product after you've added the glycerin? It just changes the properties of them, doesn't it?
Absolutely, it's still watercolour. So as we take that off, look at that.
Amazing.
Really beautiful. And then we can take our washi tape off. So when we take this off, you've got your beautiful card in the centre, just like so. And it creates, so apart from getting it a bit grubby, which you'll forgive me for, it creates just a lovely effect there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to layer this up. So first of all, we're going to pop this onto our card here. So layer this one up. And then we're going to also do some inking around the edges, because you can't always, especially when you're using watercolours, you can't always get the colour that you want. So what I would say, oh, not that one, this one, black. I'm going to pop that onto there. And I'm not worried about those splodges because we can cover those because we're going to use our silhouette dies. But this one here, I want to tone in with our colours. So this is around our background. And then I've got a black card to put on top of that. So it's making it all look very nice. But what we want, I want to try and get that colour in around the edges. So we're going to do exactly the same again. This time, let's just pop some of our coloured ink on. Which colours? Can't remember what colours I use now, Joe. Purple, reds, greens, that one. There we go. Got there eventually.
Beautiful Schmetterling is, no, beautiful butterfly is a schöner Schmetterling or wunderschöner Schmetterling. Wunderschöner Schmetterling. There we are, all of our German
the
viewers.
orange, didn't we? And we're going to knit, I think, just a little bit more too. So just another little dot, so you can see a tiny little bit. Just putting that all the way round, and that's just going to give us that wet ink. And then all I'm going to do is come round those edges. It's going to be quite a different colour, but it's going to tone in with what we've already done. So just around. But you just get beautiful blending techniques with this. And it's a really nice way just to create different colours, different cards. Around here. And then this last one at the top.
Covers very well, doesn't it?
Yeah, really well.
Gives you a really even coverage. You wouldn't say that's been done with an aqua marker, you would say that's been done with an ink pad, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, Joe. So just a little bit more yellow we'll do to come around that edge. And then when you matte and layer that cardstock up, just looks like it all tones in. So this one will go around the edges.
Beautiful.
So that's exactly what we need. And then all we're going to do then is, have we got time to, yes, got time to, I'm going to cut out some of those beautiful silhouette dies. So let's pop that on the top.
Anne says, just think of all the colours this opens up for stenciling. Yeah, absolutely. It's perfect
Totally,
for that.
yeah.
Bob Ross would say that's a happy little accident.
And then we're going to pop that onto our card. So I'm getting it all matte and layered on because then I know where my mistakes are and where we can hide them. So let's pop that onto the front of our card, just like so. There we go. And then we're going to cut some of these dies out. So, in fact, I've already got some cut out here, Joe, so I'm going to use these. So I'm just going to bring in, I've done them all in the black. So we've got those beautiful black ones. So just got a few different ones. And also I've got a sentiment here that is just, you are truly appreciated. And actually, that's going to go across that piece beautifully, so we won't be able to see that. There's always a way, isn't there, to hide any splodges and spills, so never worry about it. And it's the joys of shows like this, because, and actually it's quite nice doing shows like this, Joe, where you don't really have your finished demo because you want to show how you do everything, but it also shows you how you can hide them. You wouldn't even know there was a smudge mark there. And then we can use our dies just to go on the bottom here. Thinking, trying to hide that there. We pop that there. Can't even see them splodges. Look at that. So let's just, where was that scrap piece of card I had? I'll use the back of this one just to use my dotty tape pen and go up those edges. And then we can pop that directly over. Let's pop that one
I'm just
there.
thinking about all the chocolate I'm going to eat tomorrow, Debbie. I only had one bar today
put
to
two, I
ready
think.
myself for tomorrow.
How do you know you're getting chocolate, Joe?
Sorry?
How do you know you're getting chocolate?
I've got some in my drawer already.
Have you?
Yeah. Got an Easter egg from the lovely Becky S.
Oh, that's nice. And then we've got one more, which I'm going to pop just at the bottom. Do we need another one? Should we pop that one there or not? Do you think that, oh, look, we're hiding that. Don't come away from there. I think I'm going to, oh, I made some more marks there, but there we go. I'm going to leave it at that. But there you go. Look at that, Joe. Just a beautiful design, being able to create that middle section, add those die cuts, use your pens as ink pads just by adding glycerin.
Amazing. How amazing is that? Could you hear that in the gallery? I've got to tell you what was going on in the gallery. So Johnny said, Craig, listen to these two. Craig, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, a little while back, earlier this year when Easter eggs came into the shop, he bought Johnny and Charlotte an Easter egg and bought it in for them. And Johnny sat in the gallery, he's like, I just can't get over how time's flying by. He's like, can you believe it was a year ago when Craig bought those Easter eggs in? He's like, that just blows my mind. I can't believe how quick that year's gone. Charlotte's like, it was 4 weeks ago, Johnny. Oh dear. My oh my. Let me just recap those stencils for you. So let me take you through those. Remember what you're getting in here. You're going to get the... Johnny was having got a right panic on there, Debbie. These circle stencils are these ones here. Then you've got the botanical gardens. It was a little senior moment there, wasn't it, Johnny? Confetti hearts, the love hearts there. You've got those gorgeous butterflies. Then we move into those larger 12 by 12. So you've got the deco tiles. So this one here is your Moroccan tile, and you've also got the Chesterfield leather in there as well. Tim C says, I was quite worried blending colours, but used the technique that Debbie used with the glycerin. Now I love it. So thank you, Debbie.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, Susie says I'm going to have some Cadbury eggs and Reese's peanut butter eggs. Has anyone seen any Reese's peanut butter eggs? I haven't seen any. Has anyone else?
I wouldn't look for them.
Oh, sorry?
I wouldn't look for them.
Oh, I love peanut butter. I love those peanut butter cups that you get.
I love
Sometimes
peanut
we
butter,
have
but not as in a dessert or
in a
sweets
chocolate.
or chocolate.
No.
Yeah, no.
Lena says, very pretty card. Caroline says, that is gorgeous. I must get some glycerin and give this a go. And Lee says, love it as well. Right, why don't we... Should we do that card of the show vote, Debbie?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got my three in front of me. So number one was our hummingbirds, where we did that beautiful background. Number two was our little home decor sign. And number three was our glycerin technique. So 1, 2 or 3.
Uno, dos, tres. You decide. You're going to get your votes in. Whilst you do that, actually, shall we share with you some of our fabulous quick buys? I think we should. Take a look.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members, who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Amazing quick buy. I mean, they're so good. They fly by, don't they, those videos? Amazing. Right, shall we have a little look at these silhouette florals? Aren't they gorgeous? Wasted. Right. Oh, sorry. The scent of summer, which is these ones just here. And then you've got your butterfly meadow there as well. And this one here, this is your bumblebee paradise. Isn't that beautiful? Do love a foxglove. You can get all of those together, $29.22, $33.63. Remember, there is that other deal as well, where you can get it with the larger collection that gives you the tricolour aqua markers and the watercolour cardstock, as well as the silhouettes themselves as well. Susie comes back to me and says, yes, Joe, the peanut butter cups, but in the shape of an egg. Do you not have Reese's in the UK? Yeah, we have Reese's. We have Reese's Pieces, Reese's peanut butter cups. We even have Reese's peanut butter Krispy Kreme donuts. Oh! Divine, honestly. So naughty. Right, Debbie, I know we're quickly running out of time, but what would you like to share with us next?
Okay, let's have a look at some of these flowers and how you can not just create them as shadows, you can use them as actual painted die cuts, which I love. So I've already cut some out of watercolour cardstock, just using them. You are getting 3 packs of these, which are amazing, and I just adore them. Then we're going for, now, I've already created a background here, Joe. Looks beautiful. So you probably think it's just a white background. It was just a little floral stamp that I had, and I just heat embossed it with clear embossing powder on there. So you can see we've got that, which creates a resist technique. So we're going to pop that on there. I'm going to also bring in a stencil. Now this is a really good technique to do. Well, it's a good technique that I like to do with stencils. When you heat emboss something and put your stencils over the top, it creates something totally different. So we're just going to hold that into place. We're going to bring in that stain technique that we were using before. This time let's just have some pinks and purples. Here we go. And then just add that to the side, and then let's do a pink as well. So bring that one in. And this is just it's a beautiful technique to do. So again, I'm using the glycerin. So you always want to use glycerin if you're going through a stencil, because the ink is too wet to do it any other way. You can't, I suppose actually, you could dry brush it through, but you still maybe dry brush, yeah. So with a dry brush, dip it into there, and then you can just sort of brush it. But I don't know if I'd like that. I haven't tried it, but maybe I should try it. So let's pick up that lighter ink first, and then I'm just going to go round because I haven't taped anything down. Now what this does, where your embossing powder is, where your heat embossing is, it acts as a resist. So what it'll do is pick up a really
wow. So you've
beautiful...
already heat embossed this, Debbie?
Already
Sorry,
heat
I didn't
embossed,
appreciate that for a second.
Yeah, already heat embossed. And then what happens is it doesn't transfer, so it brings the white up, but it creates a pattern over a pattern.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful technique, and it's just something really different. But can you see, you've got those flowers exploded in the background, but we're also doing this heart design all over the top. So all I'm doing is picking that up and twisting just to get that effect through there. And there we go. But you wait till you take it off. It's just stunning. Look at that.
That's amazing.
It is so pretty.
Really, really
so
gorgeous.
you've then got those gorgeous designs in the background, but it's just a totally different effect.
And that was a stamp, was it, that you used to achieve
just
that
a little
heat
floral
embossing?
stamp I had in my
Nice.
stash, yeah. So any flower stamp, stamp it with either your translucent ink or white ink, and just heat emboss it with the clear embossing powder.
Might be lovely as well if you had a really bold sentiment, you know, like love or hope or something like that. Stamp that out, then stencil over that.
Yeah.
Imagine that as a resist.
Yes,
That looks super cool.
It would look, that's amazing actually. I never thought about a sentiment, but a really large sentiment would look amazing. Right, so that's our background done. So we've got our card base done there. And then what we want to do is create some pieces that of our dies that go over the top. So just use them to, or use your pens just to create beautiful flowers with. So let's use some greens there. I'm going to use a different green as well, darker green. So we can mix them up a little bit. And then let's just bring in some nice yellows to go over our pinks. And let's do some purples as well. Right, and all I'm going to do is take, and in fact, I think what I might do is just use my sparkle brush. So we can then just pick up our green with our sparkle and we can paint straight down onto there.
Lena says, wow. And Jill says, love this look. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
really cool.
Just a little bit of a different way to do it. It's just it's just what what we class as mixed media, trying different things, have a play. I always find once I start, Joe, I then just keep going. It's like, oh, I wonder if that'll work, and it's just good to have a play. And like I say, if you don't like getting too much in a mess, do it all in one morning or one afternoon or evening, and just have a play with all of these and just create different things. And what you'll find is then you have lots of different toppers and pieces that you can have. I already had lots of these that were in my stash, and it's just a case of building them up, and you just can keep them. I have a little, I'll show you in a little while actually, I have a little one of Tiffany's folders, and I just keep it for all my embellishments. So whenever I do things like this, I can just pop it into the folder. So if ever I'm stuck for a demo or toppers to put onto something, you can just bring them in. And then let's just start using some of these. So do our flowers. And they're so easy to do, but they do make amazing little watercolour flowers. Mix that up a bit. Oh, just running out of a little bit of sparkle there. There we go. We don't want to do that. That muddied that one. And then just take them.
Really cool. What are these ones, Debbie? They are, it's on the tip of my tongue, thistles, aren't they?
Thistles, yes, the thistles. Yeah, beautiful, aren't they? Just lovely designs.
Yeah, I think these sort of wildflowers are becoming extremely popular in recent years. You see a lot of people at like weddings and stuff now having arrangements of wildflowers. You see them sort of growing everywhere. People having like wildflower borders in their garden as well. Just seems to be good. And they're also incredibly good for nature as well, aren't they, the wildflowers? I think that's maybe why they're having such a resurgence.
Yeah, absolutely. They just look really cool, don't they, as well, whatever you put them onto. So let's now just make those. And if you, so my pen here, let me just turn this one over. It may stain the nib of your pen, but all you want to do is paint it away so until it goes clear. Once it goes clear, you're then, there we go, so we're going clear at the bottom there. And so it doesn't matter that that's stained, it won't contaminate my brush. It just might add some stain. So never be frightened to use your clear sparkle. So that's some of my bits done. Let's just get rid of all my workings there. And then I've got some other ones that I did earlier. So lots of sort of different bright ones. And then we'll just stick this together to make our card. Yeah, I do love this technique. It's especially good with when you have smaller images like this in the card. But I do think to try it out with a larger image. So let's pop that over there. And then onto here. And these flowers are just great for adding detail onto anything that you have. And that's what I like about being creative.
I bet they might be nice to actually spritz over as well, you know, with a little bit of traditional adhesive, you know, to make a border, Debbie.
Oh, good idea,
lay them down, spritz, use them as a mask almost.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
I think, and also because they're all disconnected, I think it just gives you so many options and possibilities when it comes to using them. Great value.
Yeah, really lovely value. So we've got I've just got You Are Wonderful in Every Way, and then I'm just going to use some of these borders. So let's pop this out, and I think we're going to have them coming out from behind. And let's do some different colours. I don't think we need too much on there. Just going to use, I think, a couple of those onto there. And then we can put our sentiment on. So use this one. And our last one.
Beautiful. We're going to do that card of the day in just a moment, Debbie.
Oh.
Number 3 was the winner from this show.
What was number 3? I can't remember, Joe. Oh, was it the last one I did? Yes. Oh, okay, nice. And then let's
It's going to be a tough call today, you know.
Pop that just in front there. And there we go. So nice, simple. Oh, I haven't put it onto. Oh, I have put it onto my card. Oh no, I haven't. Just my piece of card. I don't know where my card's gone, but there you go. Just something a little bit different, but creating a completely different background.
I love it. Right, let's move on then to the demo. Dondes le day. That says, "Where's the day?" Isn't it? You get what I mean.
That's
you would never know I'm so multilingual, would you?
No, not at all.
Number 1, Michelle's. Number 2, Le Debs. And number 3, Undebs. There you are. Thank you. 1, 2 or 3. Get voting. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion. If you are across on YouTube. Ooh. Over 70% gone. Over 70% gone. I think it's highly unlikely this will be here tomorrow. What I would say is if you are watching this back on a later repeat, especially you guys across on the West Coast, because it's still quite early over there, isn't it? It's only, just coming up to midday on the West Coast. So if you're watching this later in the day on Saturday, please check the website for the current stock situation before you get your hopes set on this, because it is going quickly. Not sure we'll be seeing this tomorrow. And I think there's good reason for that, because it's kind of like a little selection of all the best bits of the dies that we create here at Crafters Companion. Double-sided sentiments in here, which is awesome. You've also got some interchangeables in here. You're going to get some sentiments. They're the ones that have got the fabulous matte layer on there too. We have also got some liftables in there, which is glorious. Double-sided edgeables, some decoupage dies. We've got some word edgeables and also some stained glass window dies in there as well. So a really great selection of all the amazing sort of core styles of die that we carry here at Crafters Companion. We're also going to give you a die brush, because let's face it, who can ever find their die brush when they need it? So get yourself another one, much better. And can you have too many pokey tools? Plot twist, no, you cannot. So we're going to throw some of those in there for you as well. Really awesome. £30, $40. That saves you £73.89 in the UK, $104.53 in the US. Brilliant value. Platinum members, of course, all getting some sort of Club Inspired discount. Platinum members, £24, $32. And, oh yeah, triple points as well. Do not miss out on that. Let's share with you then. You just saw them demonstrated together a moment ago. They're a match made in heaven, aren't they? They go together like sugar and spice. This is your silhouette florals, like salt and pepper, like ebony and ivory. These ones here are your silhouette florals. So you've got your Bumblebee Parade, which is that one just there. This one here, this is your Scent of Summer. Absolutely glorious. And you will get Butterfly Meadow in there as well. You will then get a full set. Oh yeah, not just like a Try Me collection. No, a full set of our Tri-Color Aqua markers. This has to come to you. 3 pens in each one of these packs. You're going to get 4 of those. Now they work in a similar sort of way. They look very similar to our Tri-Blend markers, but what these of course have got are 3 different water-based colours in there which will blend together. I think a lot of the time, isn't it, Debbie, the problem maybe where people get not sort of scuppered, but with watercolour is knowing which colours work. Do you know what I mean? If you're not really familiar with colour and how colour goes together, you might end up with sort of muddy brown often. You know that's never, ever going to happen with these. You're just going to lay the colour down, they blend together seamlessly, and then all of these colours work together. They're all complementary. So that one there was your colour basics. You're going to get your essential neutrals. This is your floral meadow. And you've also got the great outdoors in there as well. All of those, and we're also going to throw in 15 sheets of the watercolour cardstock as well to get you started on that. Oh, lots of people wanted to vote for the demo you just did, Debbie, as card of the day, but you're not allowed. Sorry, them's the rules. This is the card of the day. So I'm going to pop Debbie's name on the back of there. Absolutely glorious. And also we will crown our card of the week tomorrow, Debbie, won't we?
Oh yes, that'd be nice.
Who's on the lead at the moment?
Michelle. Oh no, maybe Debbie. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4. Oh, 2, 4. Yeah, Debbie.
Debbie with a Y.
Debbie with a Y.
Who else is it? Michelle, 2, 4.
Michelle's 5, Jan's 5, Craig's 5, I'm 5.
Wow, it's heating up, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is heating up. The heat is on. Sarah's got 1.
And Leanne's got 1, but they're not in so much. Well, Sarah is. Ooh.
Awkward. Right, tomorrow as well. Remember what's happening tomorrow here on Crafters TV? It's a Triple Debbie day. Oh yeah, it is. Colour Me Happy. Oh, and it's one of my favourites when we do Colour Me Happy. It's an ink pad 101.
I know, we're getting messy again tomorrow. I love an ink pad show. I haven't had one for I don't know how long, and I love it because we've got all of them on there, including the Midas, the pigment, the quick drying, the water reactive. We're going to be showing them all tomorrow. So if you've got any questions or think about them overnight, and let me know tomorrow, because we'll tackle anything that you need to know about them and try and do as many different things with them and show you why each one has a purpose and why you need them all.
They really, really do. You need them all in your craft room. A little bit later in the day, we'll be having a craft along. Myself and Debbie and Christine Mahoney will be here showing off a very impressive paper pad stash. That'll be awesome. And then myself and Debbie will be back. We'll be wrapping your weekend up in style with Second Chance Sunday, the Easter Sunday special. Chocolate all day. Should we go and find those outfits tomorrow, Debbie? They're over in Unit 3, I think. I reckon maybe we could get away with it, Debbie. At some point through the day. What I will say is they are very.
It depends how hot it is.
Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
You'll have to come and join us now tomorrow to find out, won't you? Right, don't forget to check out your baskets. Enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget the triple points as well, all the way up until the end of Monday. Make sure you're checking out that bag and don't miss out on that hummingbird collection. I can't see us bringing that full collection back tomorrow. If you want the whole collection, you need to go now. Go now. Go now. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.